Today, guys, we're going to be going over a few things that should be added to Grand RP in the next update. Now, everything in this video is community suggested, meaning every single one of you guys that have posted in the community suggested tab on the Grand RP Discord, I've gone through a couple of them and put them in this video. So hopefully we see them added in the next update, because as you know, some of the developers are actually looking at a lot of the stuff that I've been talking about and possibly adding it next. So I hope you enjoy. And just before we get into it, if you haven't already joined the server before and want to, be sure to click the link down below in the description, click on Start Playing, select which server you want to play on, register an account, and download the launcher, and you should be good to go from there. But with that said, let's get into it. The very first thing is pretty simple, and I don't know why it was ever removed. They went on to say, bring back the luminous Vans container. No idea why this was ever taken away. It was a great container. I opened it a couple times. I managed to get some purple Vans and some black luminous Vans as well. It was awesome. And then for some reason, it just disappeared completely. And now if you do have luminous Vans, they are very, very rare to have because the crate's not there anymore. Not only that, but the price of the Louis Vuitton suit container has also changed from 2 million to 10 million, which was also just very, very confusing. So make that container back to 2 mil and bring this back for 10 mil, because that just makes a lot of sense. Everybody bought those Louis Vuitton suits for 2 million bucks for the top or for the bottoms a while ago. And now $10 million is a crazy amount for that. But the luminous Vans crate was awesome, should definitely be brought back. Even if it is $10 million still, I feel like everybody will be fine with it because they can get those cool ass shoes again. The next thing would be pretty awesome. Every time there's an update that comes out, we always get a 15 grand coin event. This person goes on to say, do it for 10 days instead of doing it for what I think is 5 right now. I'm pretty sure before it used to be 7 days, but now it changed to 5. I think it would be awesome if it was 10 days. It would just make people want to play even more so they can get grand coins and get a bunch of the cool stuff within the update. Because we all know grand coins are pretty damn expensive. And, you know, if I was looking at this from the perspective of developers, people will now have a much bigger incentive to play because they can get more grand coins every day they're playing, which means they'll be on the server more, and then they'll see how awesome grand coins actually are, and then they're going to want to buy some more. So every time an update comes out, it would be pretty awesome if we could have a 10-day period where we get 15 grand coins each. Or, you know what, it doesn't have to be 10 days, keep it the same as it is, but double the amount we get. Either or would work, but either way, it would be awesome if people can get grand coins for 10 days straight. That's 150 grand coins in your pocket if you're able to play every single day for 4 hours. And I think it would be pretty awesome, and people can get a lot more awesome shit. Next up is adding more slots in the inventory and adding an extra accessory slot. Now, for me personally, I feel like there's enough slots in our inventory. If you have a level 4 backpack, you can hold a ton of stuff. But when it comes to the accessory slot, that got me thinking, how cool would it be if we could wear 2 shoulder pads at the same time, or have a gun holster on our leg and have a strap going across our chest and having something on our back? What I was thinking is adding a screen in your inventory where it shows a human body, and then it shows left shoulder, left leg, right leg, back. And then you could just drag on each accessory that you have to wherever you want it to go. So there wouldn't just be one slot for it. You could just select where you want to put it. Of course, it would depend on what that accessory is and where it's supposed to go. If it goes on your back, you can't put it on your shoulder or on your leg. So each one would be specific to where that item goes, obviously, but it would be really cool because then we could wear 5 things at once if we wanted to, instead of having to trade off every single accessory into that one single slot. Because, I mean, we got a lot of cool stuff in this city in terms of stuff we can wear, but we only have one slot for it. So it would be cool if we could have a couple more slots. And what I was saying about that human body thing where it just shows 5 different locations and you could put 5 different things on at the same time, I think that would be pretty dope. Next up is reworking the phone. I think this would be awesome. Now I'm going to let you read what this person said. I agree with honestly a lot of the stuff that's on there, except maybe the phone models. I'm not sure how that would go, but it would still be pretty cool if there was a phone store you could go to owned by somebody in the city where you could buy certain Android phones or iPhones or pretty much anything like that. But some of the stuff they went on to say was you can make video calls, you could send picture messages, simple games to kill time would be pretty nice as well, Twitter, where you can post threats and obviously post threads and stuff like that, and just talk to people on there. You could play music if you post a link from somewhere else on YouTube or something like that. Pretty much what they go on to say is they're describing something that's in 5M, all right? I've used many phones, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have in other servers as well, and a lot of the phones in 5M are pretty much exactly like this. They are awesome. There's all kinds of cool stuff you could do on there. You can even get Uber, you can even get dating apps on there if you want to. All kinds of awesome stuff. But if it was in this city, I feel like it would be insane. and it would be a ton of fun. Like, even Twitter actually looked like Twitter, and you could make your own profile picture, your banner, your bio. It was awesome. It looked so cool, and the phone itself was an iPhone X, I think, or an iPhone 11, something like that. Either way, it was really, really cool. And honestly, he's right. The phone in Grand RP is pretty basic and fairly boring. It's been the same one for a very, very long time. It's starting to remind me of the phone that we have in GTA Online, if that makes sense. Literally just the exact same thing. And, you know, it would be cool if we got something new, fully reworked, and all of this stuff added, just making it freaking awesome. Because there's probably something out there, some kind of script you can get to make this actually happen. And if that does happen, man, oh man, would that ever be awesome. And the crypto thing as well, that would be freaking sick. Either way, the phone rework would be something awesome. And I'm sure a lot of people would really enjoy it. Next is creating EN4. This person went on to say, everyone wants a new English server. Actually, every blacklisted player wants a new English server to start some RP again. They also said it'd be easier for new players because everything would be nice and fresh, and it would be easy to start off your life in the city, because joining this city right now as a brand new player, I wish you luck trying to buy a business. It's going to take a very, very long time. But when it comes to actually starting a new server, I don't think we really need it. Now, I'm just going to say this. If you played on EN1, then you were blacklisted or permanently banned. Then you went to EN2 and the same thing happened. Then EN3. You got to realize that's on you. That's definitely not the server whatsoever, because you messed up that many times on those servers. I don't think we need that. What I think should actually end up happening is, a little while ago, the developers and admins came together and said, look, anybody that has been blacklisted or blocked from the server is able to appeal that once again. Now, when that happened, I think a few people managed to get back into the city, which was great. I think one or two of my friends who were blocked actually managed to get it reverted, which was great. I'm not sure what percentage of people came back and what percentage of people were denied, but either way, that was pretty great. I think something like that should happen again, because there's a lot of people that I know that have even contacted me saying they were permanently blocked or blacklisted, and they just started and they just didn't know what they were doing, or they screwed up, and one little mistake ended up costing them all of their time and hard work in the city. And a lot of people didn't actually do terrible things like cheating or going around and just mass RDMing people. I don't know, just random crap like that. Some people genuinely just made a mistake. Like, this one person was talking to me and he said he was just listing stuff up at Beach Market and accidentally added another 0. I've done that many times, and I've actually purchased stuff from Beach Market where there was an extra 0 added. I was buying some rubies for 80k, and I accidentally spent 800k on one stack of them. I was a bit pissed, but I mean, it happens. There are some people that intentionally do that, but you know what? If you purchase something from Beach Market that had an extra 0 added to it, that's your fault for not looking. It's not a scam or anything like that. You're just paying for something, and if you don't look at the price and you decide to buy it anyways, that's pretty much your fault. It's the exact same way where if you're listing something up and you accidentally forget to add a 0 and someone buys it, it's the exact same thing, right? So you wouldn't get banned for doing that, but you would get banned for adding an extra 0 even if it's by accident. That's just one thing that was brought to my attention, but I don't think you should be blacklisted for something like that. But either way, we definitely don't need a whole nother English server right now. I feel like everything's pretty decent with the 3 that we have, but there should be another wave where you can appeal your bans or your blacklists, and they will be a little bit more lenient. But of course, if you screw up again, then you're done. So maybe just don't break too many rules and just try to follow everything as much as you possibly can. But either way, that is pretty much going to end the video off for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think about everything we just went over, and don't forget to suggest some more stuff in the community suggestions tab in Grand RP, because I look through it all the time, and sometimes I'll just make a video about one thing that you guys said because I thought it was so awesome. But anyways, thank you for watching, and with that said, I will catch you guys in the next one.